All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shema, Shabbat, Shem, Rakakodash, the abundance of the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and Shalom to all that I came out there pushing the word of sincerity and in truth. It's the brother Barzal from Great Millstone, Atlanta, and I just wanted to do a lesson on how the Lord can, basically the white man can't cure you, but the Lord can. And what really motivated me was watching this actual video on YouTube. With the title, I'm pretty sure a lot of brothers recall this life after going viral. The story of the soldier boy, the crazy lady on the train. Everybody remember that video, which happened here in Atlanta. She was a lady on the MARTA train. Here's the video, and she was basically bugged out, and as everybody know, watching that video, she was basically. She had a lot of demons on her, jumping up in people's faces, acting the word I'm trying to find, erratic. Just starting to basically starting an uproar with on the train and making false accusations until she got punched by one of the individuals, and that was like one of those original YouTube videos. A lot of people was of course joking about it, but I actually seen this. I was like, click it. But, it turns out the chick had bipolar disease, or the disorder. She basically had she has bipolar disorder, and she basically going in on, the fact that she still gets, belittled to this day. And she didn't even remember the situation that happened, with on that train. And after that, she took care of herself or whatnot. But yeah, she basically admitted to having that disorder. And when you read the comments, I'm just going through a lot of comments, and it just goes into how really expensive the medication is to even take care of yourself when you have these different whether it's schizophrenia, sicknesses or disorders, whether schizophrenia, bipolarism, dementia, certain mental illnesses, as well as bodily ailments, which is demons. All right, it's evil spirits that plague Jake, through bodily deficiencies, and that's written within the scriptures. Certain individuals were sick with devils, they were sick with demons, and a lot of them lay sick within their houses. And you see how Yahweh Shah, his main mission was curing, man. He wasn't looking to get into politics. He wasn't looking to get in the Senate. He wasn't looking to go to college and get his education. He was looking to restore the house of Israel. All right, and he knew one thing that Jake needed immediately was restoration from their ailments and the sicknesses that they possessed, because they possess evil spirits, and that naturally wasn't them. But most people would see them as as crazy people or lunatics and things of that nature, when it's really just demons that is on these people. And see, most of these people aren't spiritual. They don't have discernment to even see, oh man, this man is possessed by devils. He got evil spirits that's plaguing the spirit. Just like Legion in the scriptures, story of Legion said he jumped, within the casket. Basically, he laid amongst the dead. He had so much demons on him that he could break through chains. And even today, Jake uses that saying, being crackhead strong. You'll see certain people taking drugs, and I've seen certain individuals taking drugs, and they're possessed by so many demons from those drugs. Because what is a drug? Drug is a spell-giving potion. That they're able to. I seen I think it was the crocodile drug, one of those K2. It's not much. That's actually what it was. The synthetic drugs or weed that was spiraling out of control in Florida, and you seen certain people jumping through damn near car windshields. They were fighting multiple cops, and they were on an uproar because they had those demons on them, man. And we're force fed a lot of demons, and Esau would try to prescribe you these treatments, but he never cures you.
All right, so that you have to keep going. And this one comment, it's a couple of comments, but it says bipolar meds are crazy expensive. I was lucky when I lived in my last state. They had a program for low income people, and I was able to get my medications and therapy at a low price. My new state doesn't have that, and I'm on my own. My meds without that program will cost me like $400 to $500 a month. Yeah, that's $5,000 over $5,000 a year. In 10 months, that would be about 5,000. So about $6,000. If he were to take that for 10 years, he would have to take that's like $60,000. And you gotta think, it's a lot of these individuals, they have to take these medications. They get diagnosed at 9, 10, 11, 7, and they gotta take it up to the point of their death. And then these different medications and treatments, it slowly deteriorates your kidneys, your livers, your organs, and that's why in these commercials, they speed through the side effects extremely fast. But it says, and that's without therapy. So not only do he has to take the bipolar medications, but he has to go to therapy too. Bipolar is a hell of a disease, and unfortunately, most people don't understand it. Yeah, and that's he said a mouthful in that comment, but it's the truth, And actually had an article which I might not fully go through, but it just basically just goes into the 20 most expensive prescription drugs in the USA. And when you see these numbers, man, they're astounding, man, of how much Esau really charges individuals to get, like I said, treated, which he never cures you. The first one was 71,000. I think that was yearly. It says 14 vials per month for this drug, Myalep, and it's 5,000. Like I said, 5,000 per vial, and it says it increased its price in January from 64 to 71,000. And Esau knows that you need these drugs. That's why he's willing to put these crazy tabs on top of them. And when you are in the medical industry and you deal with these different drugs, you get paid very handsomely due to the fact that people need these drugs. And the main people that's on these drugs is Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And a lot of these white people are on these drugs too, and they're the ones that really can afford to get treated and taken care of for the rest of their life. But Jake can only take it for so many months or weeks until the point they bottom out, or they have to take the generic cons, which it's already bad enough to take the authentic con, but you got to take a fake version of the actual drug. And like I said, the list is pretty long. It goes, onto all different ailments that, like I said, this oxidative is a degenerative condition. It speaks about different sicknesses all throughout the body and how much, it takes to actually, get taken care of, and all of them, none of them are at a discounted rate. All right. Ain't like Esau's trying to cut you a deal. And see, when it comes to taking, look at this one, nerve damage, there's a drug for everything under the earth. Let's say this HP Actor, number 11, treat multiple conditions with lupus, arthritis, multiple sclerosis, and these numbers, like I said, are astounding, man. Knowing damn well Jake ain't gonna be able to pay these different prices, man. And look at all these different drugs. They're expensive as all hell, And like I said, they'll never cure you. It's not like you can take these drugs for 5 years and then you're off the drugs, you're cured. You have to take them for the rest of your life. They're only there to treat you. Esau can't cure a damn thing, man. And you think we're gonna trust in him? Trust in his system? But there's not one herb that these doctors or or I ain't gonna say nutritionists, but individuals in the medical industry will recommend you to take. They always make you take that white pill, that pink pill, that blue pill. They only want you to take those Skittles, man. And they want to keep you basically in a state of hypnosis. Because those drugs, like I said before, pharmacy goes into spell giving potion to prescribe spells, and it's to keep you degeneratively sick. And that's why it was so
so many people that was sick in Rome because they wasn't getting took care of with the herbs, man. They was under the Roman Empire, and really this, the Spirit of the Lord wasn't with Jake, and they couldn't afford, to get taken care of. All right, you can see how the medical industry was, knowing the status of the Israelites during the time of the Gospels. All right, they wasn't getting, cured by the Roman leaders at the time. All right, the Caesars wasn't prescribing cures for the Israelites. They was letting them be filled up with demons and let those demons run rampant on them, and a lot of those, Jake's, which, I don't know how far drugs go back, but, you can see whatever they had to take care of, which really drugs go back to the beginning of time with the witches. Witches would actually, brew up certain potions, and they would give it to certain people that was sick, but they would get addicted to those drugs. That's why people that take Percocets, which a lot of these rappers rap about drugs that people naturally have to take to get treated with. People take Percocets and they take Oxycontin. I was watching for back pain. All right, and then eventually they start needing more and more of the Oxycontin to the point where it relieves the back, and they feel so relaxed that they get addicted to it, and then they start to get develop a high tolerance for their doses, so they have to take more and more and more till they're fully addicted to Oxycontin, and some of them will overdose. That's why more people die from legal drugs than illegal drugs. It's a scheme, man. That's why this white man is known as the devil. All right, and he that has ear to hear and eyes to see will see it clearly. All right, this is Luke 7:21. And in that same hour he cured many of their infirmities and plagues and of evil spirits, and unto many that were blind he gave sight. Right. So a cure is in the Bible. All right. And whatever sickness that Yahweh ran into, he was able to overcome it through casting it out with the spirit and power of the Heavenly Father. All right. There wasn't one sickness that Jake possessed that Yahweh said, damn, I ain't got the cure for that one. You might have to go to the Romans and see if they could treat you. I only could cure A, B, and C. No, through the spirit and power of Yahweh working through the Lord, Yahweh, he was able to cure all things, man. And like I said, Jake was possessed by the foulest of spirits, but the Lord seen through those evil demons that plagued Jake, and he seen the true spirit within them, and he was willing to relieve them from their sicknesses, man. That's why even a lot of Jakes that possess a lot of demons on them now, a lot of them gonna be saved, man. The Most High is gonna cure a lot of those individuals, through the elect. But in proof of that, I had seen it a little bit earlier. Yeah, Luke 9:1. Then he called his 12 disciples together and gave them power and authority over all devils and to cure all diseases. Like I said, the cure. The FDA, the different drug, I would say administrative, individuals that have the occupation to be over the, drug-related industry, they tell you can't use the word cure. All right, because if all these different drugs, like I just read out, actually, that's used to treat you, if Jake stayed away from them and then they started to take the Lord's herbs and pray to Yahweh Shai and get in the spirit, that would destroy the drug company. Off of one individual I just went into, that's over 60, 70, maybe $100,000 for one, if he's able to afford it for a lifetime. How much more 10? How much more 100? 100,000, 5 million, 8 million, 11 million, 100 million. People all over the world got to take these drugs. It's 7+ billion people on the face of the earth, and if they were cured of all their sicknesses, then that would topple these different industries, man. That would make the leaders and the power. That would really snatch the rug from up under their feet. You see? And Esau's not willing to do that because what? He's the devil. All right, but we have to. Matter of fact, I want to get that. That Isaiah 10.
Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. Right. And what do they prescribe you? Prescription drugs. Prescribe is pre is before, and scribe goes into scribere, which means to write. And they'll write out, if you diagnose, because that's the first step. You go to your doctor, and you get diagnosed for the sickness, and then the doctor will actually write you basically write you a statement that you can take to your pharmaceutical industry, and it's signed and stamped, got the stamp of approved by the doctor. And the doctor means to falsify, so they're damn devils anyway. They're doctoring up, basically that was a false way of treating any damn way, man. Because they don't write out, all right, take these herbs, take this, and you'll be cured. If doctors started to do that, they would be fired and killed, man. So they'll write it out. Then you have to go to your pharmaceutical industry, and then you get what? You're prescribed those drugs, and you take those drugs to relieve you of those demons. And if you don't keep taking them demons gonna stay on you. And if you can't afford them and you stop, those demons gonna come back. So they're just muzzling the demons down, but they're not truly curing you. And Yahweh go into how you could be cured through the spirit and power of the Lord, praying, fasting. Matthew 17:21. It says, howbeit this kind goeth not out, but by prayer and by fasting. Right. So if you want to remove spirits, it don't matter what spirits it is. You have to pray and you have to fast. People do intermittent fasting. People, it's all kind of different ways of fasting, but you got to do cutoffs, man. Because a lot of this food that we eat, it puts a lot of demons on us. I was listening to an individual, and he was speaking about he had mental ailments, and it was a physician and a herbal practitioner that was there to treat him, or I'll say cure him. And he started to get those demons and devils off of him, and then he started to reintroduce the foods to see which one spiked those spirits on him. And then he started back, and he ate corn, and he said right when he was eating the corn, within 30 minutes to an hour, he wanted to put a shotgun in his mouth and blow his brains out, man. So that food, the food we eat, and is genetically altering. That's why a lot of these drugs that people take is for genetic mutations. Their genes are dysfunction, and that's from the system, man. And then, like I said, Esau doesn't go to the way, and they said that this is a Bible-fearing country, but they don't go to the Bible and they don't go to the book of the law to cure you, man. So this devil got to get took out of power, man. But we have to, do what the Lord told us to do: fast, pray, get into the herbs to actually take care of ourselves and really restore the, of course, the elect, which eventually is going to be all of Israel, but restore us back, fully, man. And that's how the Lord is going to make us whole, through his spirit. Ultimately, it speaks about, them that are sick in the book of James. Pray to the Lord and he'll cure us, man. And we got to pray and believe, because, you got to, all the different individuals that got those demons off of them through Yahweh, they believed on him first. They believed he was able to do it, and then he did it, man. So faith is key. Without faith, it's impossible for them to please the Lord. And scripture speak about having faith as a grain of a mustard seed. All right, so I want to, in verse 20. Matter of fact, I'll read that, verse 20. And Yahweh said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I said unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. And that's why a lot of people don't get into the herbs. They don't get into really curing themselves, because they don't have no faith, man. They just have faith in the system, and they'll read that this sickness is untreatable. There's no way to cure, but they'll, prescribe you those treatments to keep you on those drugs and keep you hooked. And that's why they're highly addictive. So get your mind, scripture says, get your mind out of Babylon, Micah 2:10, for this place will destroy us. This is one of many ways this man is destroying us. Get in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah. All right. So I want to end by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Shema Shah by Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Akim.